All right, it's now 28 minutes to 2 o'clock. This is Weekend at 1, and it's time for us to have a brief interview here. We all know that the nurses strike has been going on, and the workers have vowed to continue with their strike. The nurses strike has lasted more than 100 days, and now we are joined by one of the nurses, Fridah Kabiti, to tell us the story of the nurses. And Fridah, I can see that you've come also with baby, who I understand is baby CBA.
Yeah.
All right, so the nurses strike has been going on, and one angle that possibly would like to look at this now that you're a nurse is also the aspect that those who feel that nurses are also being inhumane to some extent. What are your comments to that?
Okay, what I would say is that nurses are human beings. They have their special needs. They have families to feed. Okay, even as we look and on the other perception, they are the caretakers of the patient. So if you can trust me with your patient, everybody trusts a nurse with their patient. When don't you want me to be paid well? Why are you not listening to me? Everybody is just rubbishing that nurses are greedy. We are not greedy. We are asking for what we deserve.
Mm-hmm. So this baby that you're carrying, CBA, is basically the one that is carrying your needs?
This baby, okay. The history of this baby, it means that if a process has gone well for so many months, it is like labor. It is like a baby that is growing. Once you get to 9 months, you cannot stop labor. You cannot. And once the labor pains start, the baby has to be born. Mm-hmm. So we went through the process of negotiations. They took us a very long process. I'm just a nurse. I'm a nurse on the ground, and our officials were attending so many sections, and they told us the County of Governors have sent us a letter inviting them for the signing of the CBA. So we all got pregnant. So we had to deliver this baby. Actually, this baby was delivered when we were ready to. When we were told the baby CBA, I mean the CBA was going to be signed. Mm-hmm. So are we going to swallow this baby back? We cannot. Mm-hmm. Mairo has neglected the CBA. So that is how we are adopting this as a baby. We are not going to allow the County of Governors. We are not going to allow the government of Kenya. We are not going to allow anyone to kill the CBA. The CBA, what is contained there, it is not about the nurses' money. It is not about remuneration. We are talking about so many things there.
All right, and let's look at it from a different perspective. And there's, of course, issues with the CBA, and the nurses have their side, the government has their side. But maybe also just to get the human side of it, you as Fridah Kabiti, the nurse, what is it that you do in the morning? What is it that you get up to? The strike has gone on for over 3 months. It's over 100 days. Do you wake up every day hoping that it's been signed? Do you wake up and go to work? What is it that you do? Do you stay at home and just wait? What happens?
As nurses, I think we are still expectant. We are always wishing every day that the government of Kenya, the County of Governors, we will wake up to the news that they have signed our CBA. We even don't have a direction of where we are ending to, especially in the morning. When you wake up and remember there's a Kenyan who is suffering. But on the other hand, the caretaker, all the owner, who is the government, has left all the burden to me. Sometimes even I wake up and thank God, I'm not going to watch a patient die. I'm not going to that facility where the patient will just walk in, a patient with no coin, a patient who is just dying and have no equipment, have no medicine.
That just because you don't see them dying doesn't mean they're not. The fact that you're at home means there's somebody somewhere who needs your help that is not able to get it.
No. On the other hand, better, you see, one way or another, the relatives will have to seek health care, maybe even if they are going to pay. But when you are sitting there in a government facility with nothing, with no medicine, with no equipment, with nothing, and the patient just comes in, you cannot help the patient. Sometimes you're in the ward, the patient is brought at night, there is no chemist that is open, all the places are locked. Now you have to go. You have to just watch that patient go. Sometimes it's better even to sleep in the house than watch that patient die when I'm just there, doing nothing.
What do you see as the future for nurses in this country?
I can see much set on us. Total brain drain in Kenya. And that is what the governors are advocating for. I can see all the nurses in Kenya moving to green pastures, where nurses are appreciated, where nurses are loved, where nurses, they are motivated. Because in Kenya, it is like a punishment becoming a nurse. You are punished by the relatives, you are punished by the government. Everybody doesn't see, especially now, they don't see your value. They just see like you are more worse than a house girl. They just mistreat you.
Do you feel like you're worse than a house girl? This
Yes.
is what maybe that people perceive, but what do you feel yourself?
I'm worse. I'm just a slave.
Why would you feel like
I'm
you're
a slave? I'm a slave. Where all the procedures, even everybody's work is left to the nurse, including wheeling the patient to theater, including taking the blood to the laboratory. When there's somebody else who is supposed to take care of his or her own work, then just leave it to the nurses.
All right, as we wind up, what's your message to the Council of Governors or to the government in this case in regards to nurses?
My message to the Council of Governors today, you are creating brain drain in Kenya. You are threatening professionals who have skills on their fingertips. These are skills that are valued elsewhere. The moment a Kenyan nurse wants to leave this country with a passport, it will be stamped no visa for nurses. Let them give us our visa and we can leave the country where we are appreciated. Then we can give them money maybe to employ nurses. And to the parents of those young kids who wants to be nurses. I regret. One, the SRC has degraded the nurses. They are treating them as if they don't have skills.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut you short, and we wind up there. Fridah Kabiti, who is a nurse, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon and basically letting us know what the plight of nurses is. And of course, right here on KTN News, we follow up on what is going on with the nurses' strike and bring you details as we receive them. Now,